Most people check their emails with one thumb. They're scrolling on the toilet or they're tapping while they're half asleep. So if your email looks like it's broken on mobile, you're not just losing clicks, you're throwing away revenue. And while everyone talks about responsive design nowadays, mostly everyone is doing it completely wrong. So, this is 7 rules for responsive email designs that actually convert. Last year, my team helped generate over $23 million from email and SMS. We build mobile first emails that convert like crazy across every single type of screen. So, in this video, I'll be breaking down the 7 rules that we used to make that actually happen and the biggest mistakes to avoid. Let's get into it. So, rule number 1 here is that font sizes matter. You need to have extremely readable text, big headlines, has to be mobile optimized. So, if someone is going to squint or zoom in to read your email, they're going to skip it. They're going to go on to a competitor of yours. So, you need to make sure your body text is at least 16 pixels, not 14 pixels, not 12, not anything smaller than that. And headlines should be at least 20 pixels, absolute minimum. Factor right here is a great example of a brand that does this extremely well. They have a really nice email. It's very much mobile optimized. If you pull your phone all the way back, you can still very clearly read the text. Even again, if you're scrolling on the toilet or you're walking between class or between buildings or something like that, you can still understand, hey, this is 50% off plus 20% off your next month. It's a huge headline. Super simple concept here, but most brands get this completely wrong. Rule number 2, skip the custom fonts, especially if you're doing kind of the standard HTML based emails. Most email clients like Gmail are going to convert your fancy fonts to the standard default ones, anyways. Unfortunately, it's just how it works. So I recommend sticking with the system fonts to actually match your brand aesthetic. If you do absolutely need that custom typography, then use images. That's why we use so many image-based emails for our clients. It's for this exact reason, so we can have nice, pretty designed emails just like the one you see on screen. Real quick, if you want to download 20 free editable email design templates for Figma and Canva, click the first link in the video description. They look amazing and they use the same structure that has helped our clients generate millions of dollars. You'll get 10 for Canva and 10 for Figma. It's 100% free and you can customize it to your own brand. Now, back to the video. All right, so rule number 3 is optimizing your first fold. This is what people see within the email without having to scroll. And optimizing this section is the number one way to increase click rates and the overall success of your email. So you need your logo, you need a clear headline that you can read in like 0.2 seconds. You need your offer if it's applicable, you need your header image and a CTA button. You need all of that within that first section of the email. Most brands have 3 or 4 out of the 5 of these elements in their first fold, but for example, they put their CTA button way down below, and it really hurts their conversion rates and it really just overall decreases the effectiveness of their email marketing. Rule number 4, make buttons very tap friendly. You want to have big CTA buttons that are very easy to tap with your thumb. No little tiny links all clustered together or anything like that. This is really part of our mobile first design approach. Big buttons, big pretty fonts, easily scannable content. Everything should be optimized for a quick glance. Because remember, again, people are checking their emails while they're on the toilet. They're not sitting down for a novel. Rule number 5, use single column layouts. Keep your email super simple with a single column design that's about 600 pixels wide. We don't want these massive emails with all these different columns. Not every single email needs to be a single column. Sometimes we do 2 columns, but we just default to this style. That way, the emails feel like mini landing pages and they're selling the click to the site. You just want to be conscious of the order of information that the person actually reads when they land on your email. Think about what will they read first? What will they read second? What will they read third? And how do the actual elements of your emails actually flow? Like, where does your eye scan? So you can see on the one column layout, it's way easier to read. It's way more mobile optimized. And on the three column layout, if you have those three different products there, it's very difficult to read, especially if you're on mobile. All right, rule number 6 is no social media icons in the footer. I know this is going to be controversial. I know a lot of people do this. That being said, the goal of your emails is to get people to check out your website, to optimize for conversions on the actual products. You don't want people getting lost and scrolling through TikTok and Instagram. Instead, again, you want them to actually convert on your products. That's why we typically don't add the social media icons to your footer unless the client is 100% adamant about it. The thing is, too, people are already coming from social media most likely, and they're very aware of it. And we also like to create emails that drive people to social media, but the whole email, the whole point of the email is to grow the Instagram or to grow the TikTok or whatever. Really, at the end of the day, we're about driving conversions on the website, not making people go scroll TikTok. Rule number 7, no nav bar in the header, just the logo. I highly recommend staying away from navigation bars or category links in the headers. Number 1, really hurts deliverability, especially if they're very responsive. It takes up a lot of HTML text, but also it's about maximizing conversions to the one place that you want to drive traffic to. We've split tested this so many different times, and we always see better results from taking this out because you really want people to convert on your offer rather than just going to check out Hair 101 or new products or things like that. We like to put those at the bottom of the email. So if they don't want the main offer, then they can actually go check out the rest of the products or Hair 101 or bestsellers or whatever that is. We don't want that to be the first thing that they see. Bonus tip here, design with dark mode in mind. Nowadays, so many people are using dark mode, so you need to make sure your emails look amazing in both light and within dark mode. I see so many emails that their logos and their icons and their text just isn't readable in dark mode. If you're using all image-based emails, this is typically not an issue. That's what we do with our clients, but at the end of the day, you need to actually use dark mode, send the email to yourself, get a preview in your inbox, see what it looks like, and make the necessary changes to optimize for this mode so it looks good, again, in both light and dark mode. I cannot stress this enough. There's so many brands that lose out on conversions because you just can't read their emails. All right, if you want a collection of 10 Canva design templates and 10 Figma email design templates, they already look amazing. They've already generated millions of dollars. So you can take inspiration from them, you can customize them to your own brand, and you can generate way more revenue with email marketing. Simply click the first link in the video description to download all 20 of them. Also, if you want to learn how to properly optimize your emails for dark mode, simply check out this video that should be on screen right about now. Appreciate your time. Hope you have an awesome rest of your day.